Have you ever wondered how long it actually takes for your belly fat to start burning once you begin dieting? Many people start a diet or exercise program expecting to see instant changes, but the truth is that belly fat is stubborn and cannot be removed overnight. To achieve real results, it is essential to understand how your body stores and burns fat, what factors influence fat loss, and how you can create the right conditions for your body to use stored fat efficiently. There are two main types of fat in the belly area. The first is subcutaneous fat, which lies just under your skin and is soft to the touch. This is the fat you can see when you pinch your stomach, and it is usually the type that responds more quickly to diet and exercise. The second type is visceral fat, which is located deeper in the abdomen surrounding your internal organs. Visceral fat is more dangerous because it increases the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and other metabolic disorders. It is also more resistant to reduction, which is why many people notice that their belly fat seems harder to lose compared to other areas. Understanding this distinction helps set realistic expectations and explains why fat loss is a gradual process that requires consistent effort. Fat loss happens when your body burns more calories than it consumes, a concept called a calorie deficit. The common guideline is that 3,500 calories roughly equals 1 pound of fat, which means that cutting 500 calories per day can result in losing about 1 pound of fat per week. However, fat loss is rarely that simple in real life. As you lose weight, your body adapts by burning fewer calories at rest, which means the same calorie deficit may produce slower results over time. In the first 1 or 2 weeks of dieting, weight loss is often faster due to water loss and the depletion of glycogen, a form of energy stored in your muscles. After this initial period, fat loss tends to slow, and this is completely normal. Patience and consistency are the two most important factors in achieving lasting belly fat reduction. It is also important to remember that spot reduction, or trying to burn fat in one specific area of the body, is a myth. Crunches and abdominal exercises strengthen muscles, but do not specifically target belly fat. Real belly fat loss occurs gradually as your overall body fat percentage decreases through proper nutrition, exercise, and healthy lifestyle habits. Most people begin to notice changes in their waistline and how their clothes fit after 4 to 6 weeks of consistent dieting and healthy habits. Visible reduction of belly fat usually becomes more apparent after 8 to 12 weeks, although the exact timing depends on factors such as starting weight, the amount of belly fat, diet quality, activity level, genetics, sleep quality, and stress levels. Fat loss is gradual, and there are no shortcuts. Crash diets or extreme exercise routines may initially give the appearance of progress, often due to water loss, but these approaches are typically unsustainable and can lead to rebound weight gain or even muscle loss. Understanding the natural timeline for belly fat reduction helps maintain motivation and ensures that expectations remain realistic, preventing frustration along the way. Hormones play a significant role in belly fat storage and loss. Visceral fat is hormonally active, which makes it more resistant to mobilization compared to fat stored in other areas like the arms or legs. Hormones such as insulin and cortisol influence where your body stores fat and how it uses energy. High stress levels and poor sleep increase cortisol, which signals the body to retain belly fat even when you are eating fewer calories. This is why diet alone is often insufficient for meaningful belly fat loss. Effective strategies must combine calorie control with stress management, adequate sleep, and consistent physical activity. Creating an environment in which your body can efficiently burn fat requires attention to all of these factors simultaneously. Nutrition is the cornerstone of belly fat loss. To create a calorie deficit while maintaining health, focus on lean protein sources such as chicken, fish, eggs, and legumes. Include plenty of vegetables and fruits for fiber and essential nutrients, and incorporate whole grains or complex carbohydrates for sustainable energy. Healthy fats like olive oil, nuts, and avocado should also be part of your daily intake. It is crucial to avoid sugary drinks, processed foods, and excessive alcohol consumption because these can contribute to fat accumulation, especially around the belly. Protein is particularly important because it helps preserve muscle mass, which supports a healthy metabolism and improves fat-burning efficiency. Extremely low-calorie diets are not recommended, as they can lead to muscle loss, slow metabolism, and rebound weight gain once the diet ends. Exercise complements nutrition by enhancing calorie expenditure, preserving muscle, and improving overall health. Both aerobic exercise and strength training are important for effective belly fat reduction. Aerobic exercises such as walking, cycling, or swimming increase calorie burn and improve cardiovascular health, while strength training exercises using weights or body weight movements preserve and build muscle. Maintaining muscle is critical because muscle tissue burns more calories at rest, which accelerates fat loss. You do not need to spend hours in the gym. 30 minutes of consistent exercise most days of the week is sufficient to see significant results. The key is consistency and progressive effort, rather than intensity alone. Many people make common mistakes that slow or prevent belly fat loss. Expecting immediate results can lead to frustration and premature abandonment of a program. Believing in spot reduction by doing only abdominal exercises is another mistake. Inconsistency in exercise or diet is a major obstacle, as even small deviations can break a calorie deficit and stall progress. Poor diet quality and neglecting lifestyle factors like sleep and stress also hinder fat loss. High stress and insufficient sleep disrupt hormones, making it harder for the body to mobilize belly fat. Avoiding these mistakes and focusing on sustainable, consistent habits increases the likelihood of achieving and maintaining fat loss. Tracking progress effectively is also essential. While the scale provides one measure, it can fluctuate daily due to water retention and glycogen levels, so it should not be the only indicator. Other methods include taking waist and hip measurements every 2 to 4 weeks, taking progress photos from consistent angles and lighting, and noticing how clothes fit. Paying attention to energy levels, physical strength, and sleep quality also provides insight into your progress. Using multiple indicators ensures a more accurate understanding of fat loss and helps maintain motivation during the gradual process of belly fat reduction. Plateaus are a normal part of the fat loss journey. At times, weight loss may slow or stop despite consistent effort. During these periods, adjusting calorie intake, ensuring sufficient protein, and maintaining regular exercise routines can help restart fat loss. Evaluating lifestyle factors such as sleep, stress, and hydration are equally important, as these can significantly impact progress. Small adjustments can break a plateau, and understanding that plateaus are a natural part of fat loss helps prevent discouragement and supports long-term success. Realistic expectations are critical. Most people begin to notice meaningful changes in belly fat after 6 to 12 weeks of consistent dieting, exercise, and healthy habits. Visible improvements typically occur after losing 5 to 10% of starting body weight. Fat loss is not linear, and initial changes may largely represent water weight, followed by gradual fat reduction over time. Patience and steady effort are essential to achieving sustainable results. A sample 12-week plan might involve starting with a moderate calorie deficit and light exercise in the first 2 weeks, during which some water weight is lost. In weeks 3 to 4, maintaining consistent movement and refining dietary choices helps clothes begin to fit more comfortably. Weeks 5 to 8 involve sustaining diet and exercise routines, supporting ongoing fat loss and a smaller waistline. Weeks 9 to 12 focus on fine-tuning calories, continuing exercise, and solidifying habits that enable noticeable and lasting belly fat reduction. Results vary by individual, but consistency, patience, and adherence to healthy practices are key determinants of success. Long-term habits are essential for preventing belly fat from returning. Eating balanced meals, maintaining a moderate calorie deficit when necessary, exercising consistently, sleeping well, managing stress, and staying hydrated are all critical for long-term success. These habits not only reduce belly fat, but also improve overall health, energy levels, and quality of life. Consistent small improvements over time are far more effective than extreme or unsustainable measures. Belly fat is stubborn, but with a comprehensive approach involving proper nutrition, regular exercise, stress management, and adequate sleep, it can be gradually reduced. Most people start to notice changes within 6 to 12 weeks, provided they commit to consistent evidence-based practices. Avoid crash diets or relying solely on abdominal exercises, and instead focus on sustainable long-term strategies that support overall health and fat loss. Tracking progress through multiple indicators, staying patient, and maintaining consistency are the most important steps towards achieving meaningful belly fat reduction. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.